is having a good Christmas week. I apologize that I did not get a video out last week. I was quite busy. I had to go out of town for work, and it was a good work trip, but I was not able to get a video out because of that. I was looking into ways that I could maybe record in the hotel room, but that might be a little challenging as of right now with my current gear that I have. But perhaps in the future, perhaps I'll find a way to alter my setup to record in the hotel room. Thank you for your patience, and been a long couple days as Christmas week starts, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video out just to give everyone something to enjoy and relax with during the week. I've enjoyed seeing several of you comment on the videos so far. It's been fun to see, even with the channel being pretty new, getting some engagement, so really enjoy seeing you guys out there. So today I thought that we would maybe do some small town America. Towns, just kind of look inside some smaller towns and maybe some places no one's ever heard of that might be fun to take a look. Things maybe in the middle of nowhere, one might say. Perhaps we'll go outside the U.S. and explore some other areas, but just thought maybe we'd start inside here, where I don't think we did anything in the U.S. last video. So let's see what we can do. Let's pick a state. Maybe let's try Montana. I don't think I've looked at Montana much on Google Earth. Let's find a small town. Let's zoom in a bit, but not too small. There needs to be something there. Let's try Muscle Shell. Muscle Shell, Muscle Shell, Muscle Shell. I remember last time Google Earth was loading quite slowly, so hopefully tonight it will be a little quicker. Oh yes, this is just the kind of a town I'm looking for. That is that is a very small town. Perfect. Maybe a little too small, actually. There doesn't seem to be any sort of shops or downtown area, but it is quite cute. It is quite a cute town. Let's see, we have about 4 streets going this way, 5 streets going this way, so 4 going this way. A post office. Let's take a look at the post office, shall we? That is, that might be the smallest post office I have ever seen. They have 2 parking spaces. One handicap and one non-handicap. That is, wow. Let's look from over here. That is an impressively small building. Let's go back in time, shall we? Looks like they got the roof changed. But other than that, it looks fairly similar. Although, it looks like they swapped the handicap spot over there. I wonder what the reason for that was. That's interesting. The window unit is gone. Maybe they have another window. Interesting. Okay. stars. Let's see. I'm not going to begin to try to understand why these individuals left these kind of reviews, but hey, here we are. Okay. Is there anything else in Muscleshell? Does not appear to be so. Looks like a nice park. Can we take a look at it maybe? Donations appreciated. $8 suggested per day. Let's see, is this worth $8? I don't know if I could feel comfortable leaving $8, but I might leave a 1 or 2. Is that a bathroom? Very interesting. I hope I'm not made fun of this town too much. I think it might come across that way, just some of the things we've seen, but I guess when you have a town this small, they can only do so much. Wonder what that is. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's a cute barn, or actually, that might just be someone's house. Wow, that's nice. Okay, that might be all there is in Muscleshell. I always wonder, in towns like this, how the residents make a living when there's not really any businesses. Maybe is there a larger town nearby that they could commute to? Or perhaps everyone's retired. Oh, it's loading very slowly again. We overstepped our bounds. Let's go back inside Muscleshell. Although I think this might be a school, it doesn't pop up over here, but when I go down onto the street, I saw a pop-up for it, but there it is. Muscleshell School District. So this is the school, it appears. Oops. Wonder how often it actually gets used. Swing set. It's probably the elementary, middle, and high school all in one building. I wonder what it would be like to grow up in a town like this. This is a nice part of the town, actually. I like this look. I think that's, is that a church building? Let's see, I can't read. Community Bible Church, yep. Interesting. There's our post office. Or maybe everyone here works in agriculture. Was there a lot of farming? Yeah, there's some farming to be done. Okay. Let's look somewhere else. Let's pick a different state. Actually, let's do a Canadian town. How about that? Canada, I could see having some nice small towns. Let's do something in Saskatchewan. Let's go a little bit north, but not too far north. How about Big River? Let's see what Big River looks like. big river, Saskatchewan. I've been to Canada exactly one time, and I passed through some small town areas, and I did quite enjoy it. It was very pretty. Although it was not in this part of the country. Okay. Let's take a look. We got a subway, as every good small town has. D&D Video, confectionery, car wash, laundromat, ice cream, slush. I like it. That's an all-in-one business right there. What is this? Food store. Interesting. Co-op, home center, food store. I guess that's some kind of all-in-one supply store and grocery store. Looks like they have some mulch and soil and a lot of other equipment and supply, but also maybe some kind of grocery store. I wonder if that's some kind of larger Canadian chain. I've never heard of it before. If you're in the comments, if you're watching and you're from Canada, let us know if you've ever been to a co-op before. Diamond North Credit Union. The Twisted Toolbox. Salon Spa. I can't read what that middle word is. Gifts, maybe. Health store. Interesting. Wonder what the inside of this looks like. Let's see. Is this the one that we're looking at? I think it is. Wow, they're not open very late. Interesting. I was hoping we could see inside, but I guess not. The reviews are very good. Very nice. Very curious about the inside of that place. I've never seen that before. Like a hardware and supply store and a grocery store in one. Let's see. Farmer's Market, the Subway, 3rd and Main. Let's see. Some kind of restaurant. Ooh, this looks nice. That's what the inside looked like. Interesting. It looks like a buffet. Fruit. I never trust fruit left out at a buffet. I'm always very wary of that, but that just pertains to my personal experience. Let's turn that off so it doesn't start playing. That's interesting looking. I think that's a burger. I guess it's just cheese, bacon, and a patty, but I don't know, something about the color of that cheese is a little unusual. Doesn't look unappetizing, but okay, that's some very delicious looking bread. That looks really good. Very fresh looking. Always love waffle fries. Well, very interesting. Some gravy. I wonder if that's for the fries or the burger. Or I guess whichever you'd like. Is that a Canadian thing? I'm not sure. Gravy with fries or a burger. Ooh, that looks very good. I guess that's some sort of salad. Some donuts. Wow, those. Now that looks incredible. Those cinnamon rolls look fantastic. Wow. This place looks like it excels with baked goods. Those look. Ooh, those look amazing. That's incredible. I really want want a cinnamon roll now, but I'm recording a video, therefore I cannot have a cinnamon roll right now. Maybe later. Actually, it's late, so I'm going to sleep later. Big River Hotel and Bar. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find what a room looks like. I always love looking at these small hotels and seeing what the rooms look like. Jenga. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I gotta be honest. I really dislike Jenga. I always have. Every time I've played it, it's too loud. It's too intense. I feel like even when I'm playing it with normally quiet people, just everyone's volume just goes up so high. And the stress level of playing it. And it's like, who really wins when you play Jenga? No, we all lose. It's just who is going to cause our downfall. But yes, I am not a Jenga fan. If I see it at a party, I often tend to opt out of playing Jenga and I go to another room, if possible. That's interesting. Could find that outside. That's some sort of pyramid. Pizza menu. I want to find this. Let's see, is this outside of here somewhere? I bet it's that right there. Might not be able to see it for the trees. What side is it on? What am I looking for? Oh, it's that right there. I think. Yeah, where is it? Maybe that's not it. Or it's behind, maybe it's behind this trailer or something. Interesting. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Let's see, what else does Big River... Where were we? Saskatchewan. That's right, Big River, Saskatchewan. Royal Canadian Legion Branch 136. It's a veterans organization. Interesting. I always liked the idea of being part of a lodge or organization like this in retirement. But that might be a few decades away from me for now. Let's cruise for a bit, shall we? Smokey's Plumbing and Heating. I think Smokey's has seen better days. It looks pretty derelict. It's too bad. The Timberland Motel. What does the Timberland Motel look like? looks functional. And sometimes a hotel that's you're just going by to have a place to sleep. It's not about having the most grand room. You just need a bed, it needs to be clean, take a shower. Although, I do appreciate having a well put together hotel room since I go out of town for work somewhat frequently. It's nice to have a nice room that you can spend the remainder of your day in after you're done working. There's a dog munching on some flowers, which is probably not good for him, but I will trust the owners and the people who took this photo. There's our Christmas scenery for the video. Very nice. The Timberland Motel. I think I would stay there at the Timberland Motel if I was given the opportunity. It seems quite nice. It's interesting that this section here is totally wooded, whereas everywhere else around it is fairly open. It's interesting looking. Got the school. This is definitely a much more sizable town than the previous. Let's take a look at the community center. I always thought the community centers were kind of interesting, just being a place where people can gather and hold events and fellowship and do things together. Interesting shaped building. Okay, that just takes me there. No pictures of it, that's too bad. Big River Town Office. I guess they do it as a, have it double as some sort of administrative building. And, looks like someone was not pleased. We caught fish in Cowan. The filling shack is closed due to plumbing issues. Pier 55 wouldn't let us fillet there as they told us it was private. We have no way of knowing where else to find a place to clean our fish. I'm not sure what that has to do with this, but I'll leave them to it. Let's see. That's that thing the guy in the review, or person in the review was talking about, but maybe they meant to leave the review for there. Interesting. Let's see. Let's take a look at this airstrip. They have their own airport, the runway. Maybe it's more of a special occasions airstrip. Doesn't look like there's even any kind of terminal building, not even a small one for the more municipal airports. It does look nice though. Okay, that not sure why that is in here. Someone uploading their own personal art on this airstrip Google listing. That's very odd. Sometimes it seems like people just kind of upload their photos and whatnot to random places on here. Like sometimes if you zoom out far enough, you can people have just left photospheres in the middle of the ocean. It's very odd. Alright, well, let's bring the video to a close. Let's find something scenic. Let's say, what does Grieg, not sure how to pronounce that. What does Grieg Lake look like? Let's end the video there. We can find a good vantage point. What about right here? Let's see. It's not great. Let's see if we can find a more open area. There we go. That's nice. It's not too bad. That is a large lake. It looks a lot larger down here than when you're looking at it from the satellite view. Can't really. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I always enjoy doing these. Google Earth is something I greatly enjoy, just going and exploring. There's so much to see. It's never really gonna run out, but I don't think I have enough time on this Earth to see everything there is to see on Google Earth, so of course they keep recording and adding more and driving more of the world for us to see, so plenty of places left. If you're watching and there's a place you'd like me to check out, feel free to let me know and I'll try to see what I can do. Alright, well, Merry Christmas everyone, have a great rest of your week, and hope you all have a good time with your friends and family. Bye-bye.